to producing oil and gas wells. There is an extra set of $567.80, track 3, $690.94, track 4, $542.34, track 5, $403.14, the taxes will be prorated today closed. Certain search money required shall be paid today, track 1, $30,000, 2, $10,000, track 3, $30,000, track 4, $25,000, and track 5, $25,000. With amounts due on or before October 13th. Property is selling assets, addition, except by the $5,000 express platform, it is my responsibility to have any and all inspections completed prior to bidding this morning. By so, shall still equally cost time insurance and closing fees. Bidding not contingent on financing, if necessary, needs to be arranged or approved prior to the auction. Today, President is overall advertising and previously made oral cities. Each branch and associates make Gallo Road locations for themselves. So as mentioned, Gallo Road is also represented here. This is multi-personal online and live auction. We are several here, but as you can see on the screen behind me, we do offer online bids on GalloRoad.com. So we will see those bids show up behind us on the screen. Our clerk and our women will be announcing those as well. All five bids today will enter my one track. Any combination, we will accept bids at that time. The individual bids of each individual track are also allowed to raise their bid to exceed the total dollars. We are selling in total dollars, not by price per acre, but we will show price per acre on the screen as best we can. So if a total dollar bid is entered on all 5 tracks and an individual track wants to bid and break that up, you don't have to bid all the amount. We can work together, or with other bids, individual bids will be raised as needed to exceed the total dollars. With that being said, we'll start on track 1. Kylie will lock online all the tracks except for track 1. And we'll start the bidding on track 1. Again, one last time, any other questions? Just raise your hand if you've got any questions. I'll take your bid, and then you can answer, and then you can ask your questions. That sounds fair? All right, let's get the auction started. On track 1, Kylie, are you ready? Good. Starting bid, we'll give $100,000 to start. 100,000 where? 100 where? It'll be 100 now. How many? $100,000. $100,000 to start the bidding on track 1. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 1 to 1. $100,000. 100,000 where? 100,000 where? It'll be 100 now. How many? 100 now. $100,000. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 1 to 1. 100,000. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 1 to 1. 100,000. $100,000. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 100,000. $100,000 on track 1. 100,000. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 1 to 1. 100,000 where? It'll be 100,000. $100,000 on track 1. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1. 100,000. 100,000 where? 100,000 where? It'll be 100,000 to start the bidding. 100,000 where? It'll be 1. 100,000. $100,000. 100,000 where? It'll be 1 to 1, bidding 1 to 1. $100,000. $100,000 where? Doesn't matter where we start, it just matters where we end. He'll give 100,000. It's the hardest one to start. I got $100,000. I now 25. 100,000 of it isn't at 25. 100,000 of it isn't 25. It is 25. Money down here on the floor at 100,000. And now 25. 100,000 of it isn't at 25. It is 25. 125,000. 125. $100,000 isn't at 25. It is 25. 125,000. 100,000 of it isn't at 25. 100,000, and now quarter. 100,000 of it isn't a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, 100 and a quarter, 100 and a quarter, now 50, 125. I got 150, and now 175, 150,000, and now 75, 150 and 75, to be 75, 150, and now 75. I've got 150,000, Tyler, and now it's been 175, 150,000, and now 75. 150 and 75, to be 75, 150, and now 75. My man's here, 150, and now 75. 150 and 75, 75, 150,000, and now 75. 175,000. 150 and 75, 75, 150,000, and now 75. 150 and 75, 75, 150. That's been 175,000 on track 1. 175,000. 150 and 75, 75, 150 and 75, 150, and now 75. Change it to $10,000 increments, Kylie. 150, asking 160, 150, and now 60, 150, and sitting, I got 160, and now 70, 170, and now 80, Kylie, I got 170,000, I'm asking 180,000, 170, and 80, now 80, 80, now 80, 170, and now 80, 170,000, and 80, now 80, 80, now 80, 170, and now 80, 170, and asking 180,000, 170, and 80, now 80, 80, now 80, 170, and 80, 170, and 80. Folks, I'm going to pause the bids on track 1. Kylie, lock track 1 and unlock track 2. Change that to $5,000 increments. Folks, we do have an online bid. As you can see here on track 2, we do have an online bid on track 2, parcel 2, at $45,000. $45,000 online. For track 2, bidding only on track 2, I've got 45,000. I'm asking 50,000. 45. I got 50. 50,000 and now 5. 50,000 number isn't 5. I'm bidding on 55,000. 50,000 and now $55,000. 50,000 number isn't 5. I'm bidding on 5. I'm at 50. 55 and now 60. I got 60,000 and now 65. 60,000 number isn't 5. I'm bidding on 65,000 and now 70. 90,000 and 95, now 100,000, all 100,000 bid, now 5. I've got 100,000 on the floor and 5, 100,000 and now 5. 105,000. 100,000 bid, now 100,000 on track 2. 105,000. We're selling individual tracks and we're on track 2 for 105,000. I've got 100,000 and now 5. 100,000 bid, 100,000 bid, now 5. 105,000. I got 105, and now 10. 105 and 10, 110. 105. You go 102.5. Change the increments to 2,500. I got 102 and a half, and now 105. 102 and a half and 105, and now 7 and a half, and now 110. 110,000, 110, and 112 and a half, and now 115. 112 and a half and 15, day 15, 115. 112 and a half and 15, day 15, 112 and a half, and now 115,000. 115,000, now 117 and a half, and now 120, 120, now 2 and a half, 122 and a half, 120 and 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 120, 122 and a half, and now 5, 125, and now 127 and a half, 125 and 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 127 and a half, and now 130, and now 2 and a half, 130 and 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 132 and a half, and now 5, 135. And now 7 and a half, 135 and 7 and a half, and now 40, now 40, 34, and now 40, 137 and a half, and I'm asking 140,000. I'm at 137.5, I'm asking 140,000. I've got 137.5, and I'm asking 140,000. Kylie, 137 and a half, asking 140. 137 and a half and 40, now 40, 34, and now 40. I'm here at 137 and a half. I'm asking 140 on track 2. 137 and a half, and now 40. 137 and a half and 40. 140. We will open this back up for individual tracks after we brought up combinations. I'm at 137 and a half. I'm 137 and a half here. Let's lock bidding on track 2. Sir, can you share your bidder number with me, please? Bidder number 200. Kylie, on the previous as well. Track 1 and track 2. At buyer number 200. All right, Kylie, we'll change this to 250,000 on track 3, starting bid. 250,000. All right, we've unlocked track 3, entering in 250,000. Kylie, does that sound good? 250,000. I've learned in a short time in my life that asking her permission before I start makes more sense. 250,000. We're on track 3, folks. Track 3. They'll get 250,000 to start. 250. 250,000. 250 where? To the 250. 250,000 where? To the 250. 250. 250,000. Yep. 200. I've got 250,000, Kylie. And now 275. 250. $25,000 increments. I've got 250,000 on the floor on track 3. I'm asking 275. Gina was 275, and now 300. 275 to 3, 3, and 3, 275, and asking 300,000. 275 to 3, 300,000, and now 25. 325, and now 50. 325 and 50 now, 50, 50, 50 now, 50, 325. I'm asking 350,000. I got 350 and now 75. 375, Kylie, now 400,000. 375 and 4 to 4, 34 to 4, 375, and now 400. 375 and 4 to 4, 34 to 4, 375, and now 400,000. 375, and asking 308,000, 375,000, asking 400. 400,000. 375 and 4 to 4, 34 to 4, 375 here, and now 400. 375, and now 400. 375 and 4 to 4, 34 to 4. Kindly change it to 5,000 increment. I've got 375, how about 380? 375, I'm asking I've got 375, asking 380,000. 375 at 8, now 80, 80, now 80, 380,000. 380,000. 375 at 8, now 80, 80, now 80, 375. That's the $380,000. 375. Hit it at 380. 375 at 8, now 80, 80, now 80, 380,000. 375, and now 80. 375 at 8, now 80, 80, now 80, 375, and now 80. 380,000. 375, and now 80. 375 at 8, now 80, 80, now 80, 380,000. 375, and now 80. Folks, we'll pause on track 3. We'll move over to track 4. Just let me know when you're ready, pilot.
Where's the bidder? Who's the top bidder? That last $375. Bidder.
Kylie, enter $200,000 as
Who's
the
your
starting
bidder
bid.
number? Who's your bidder number on that last?
Same bidder number 200. And we'll start at 200,000 on track 4. Track 4, it'll be 200,000 starting bid on track 4, 200,000.
Coalition, guys, break fast.
$200,000 rare, 200 rare, 200,000. 200 rare, I got 200,000, Kylie, I got 200, now 25. 200,000, and now 25. 200,000 and 25, 25, 200,000, and now 25. 200,000, hit it, 25. 200,000 and 25, 25, $200,000 bid, and 25, 25, 2,000. 200,000, and now 25. 200,000, and now 25. 200,000 and 25, 25, $200,000 bid, and 25, 25, 200,000. Actually, 225. 200,000, and now 25. 200,000 and 25, 25. Here on track 4, folks, 225,000. I'm at 200,000, asking 225. $200,000 is $1,250 an acre. I'm at 200,000. And now 25. 200,000 and 25, 25, $200,000 bid, and 25, 200,000. I'm asking 220. I got 225, Kylie. 225, and now 250. 225, I got 250, and now 75. 250 and 75, 75, 250, and now 75. 275,000. I got 250 there, now 75, 75, 250, and now 75. 250,000. I'm asking 275. 250 and 75, 275, 250, I'll get it to 75, 275, 250, and now 75. 275, 250 and 75, 275, I'm at 250, down the middle here, and now 275. 250 and 75, 275, $275,000. 250 and 75, 250, we're at $1,562.50 an acre. 250,000, asking 275. Hit it at 275. 250 and 75, 75 on 250 and the floor here at 250, and asking 275,000. I got 275, and now 300. 275, and now 3. I got 300,000, and now 25. $300,000 bid, and that's 25, bidding 25, 300,000, and asking 325. 325, 300,000 and 25, and bidding 25, $300,000 bid, and that's 25. 325, 300,000 here, 25, and bidding 25, 300,000. Out, 325, 325, 300,000 and 25, and bidding 25, 325, 325, 300,000, and now 25. You want me to talk to them? 300,000 and 25, 325, 300,000 and 25. Down the middle here, 300,000, and now 25. 300,000 and 25, maybe 25, $300,000 bid, and 25, maybe 25. Kind of change it to $10,000 increments. Like I'm at 300,000, give me 310, 310,000. $300,000 bid, and that's the end, that's in $310,000. $310,000. We're here on track 4, 310, 310,000. $300,000 bid, and that's in 310, 310. Folks, we're going to pause on track 4. Track 4, we are at 300,000 on track 4.
Better number?
200. Kylie will open up, same $200,000 on track 5. Track 5 here, pond, pit, pasture, corrals, all on track 5. You ready, Kylie? All other tracks are locked, 200,000. Might as well start it here again, 200,000. I've got 200,000, Kylie, now 225. 200,000 other than that 25. 200,000 other than that quarter, then quarter, 200,000. Money down at 200,000, that's the 225. Go and do it again. 225, 200,000 other than that quarter. 200,000 other than that quarter, then quarter, 200,000. And then that's 25. 200,000 and 25, then 25, 225 on track 5.
Yep.
225, and now 250, 250, and now 75, 275, and now 300, 300,000, and now 25, 300,000, another in that 20, it's a fun game, isn't it? 300,000 and 25, 300,000, another in that 25, then 25, 325,000, 300, and now 25, 300, another in that 25, then 25, 300,000, I go 325, 300,000, and now 25, I got 325, and now it's 350, 350. And now 75, 350,000, I've got 350, I'm asking 375. 350 and 75, 75, 350,000, and now 375. 350 and now 75. 350 and 75, 75, 350, and now 75. 350 and 75. 350 and 75, 75, 350 and 75. 375, I'll change it to $10,000 increments, so that's 350, asking 360. 350 and now 60. 350 and city now, city, 350,000, asking 360,000. 350 and now 60, going back in here, 360,000 on track 5. 360, 350 and now, city, 350 and 60. 360. We'll pause on track 5. I've got 350,000 to bidder 200. 350,000 to bidder 200. Okay. Kylie, that's all of the individual tracks. Now we're going to unlock all tracks for online bidders in any combination. I'm going to switch up the computer here real quick. Gene, I'll let you share. I'm going to have Katie come and help on the other computer to get priced.
Take a break here real fast and get switched over. Get our multiple parcel system going now. So, great rain we had here. I think everybody that I've talked to in southwestern Kansas had at least an answer. In 75 of the southwest edge of Wichita. So, guys, a great opportunity here to buy 4 tracts of land laying all together.
I just want you to bid, pretend like you're gonna bid, so we know the price per acre, what it's gonna take. Does that make sense?
We'll be taking bids in any combination.
Oh, is it okay if I go get the phone call?
Yeah.
Because I do have.
Actually, just stay.
to-
Okay, very good. Okay.
We're going to watch here online, folks, on the 2 screens. If we need to get a price per acre, what's going to take, Ms. Katie's going to help us understand what the dollar amount's going to be to break it up. So right now, our total dollars are $1.3425 million, $1,342,000. This is our total dollars, folks, as we sit right now with individual bids. $1,342,500.
You got an online bid on that
Got an
one?
online bid on lot 1 for 550.
1 and 3.
1 and 3, I
On a
apologize.
combination of 1 and 3. So here you see, folks, online bid, a combination of track 1 and 3. These 2 tracks, 1 and 3, for a total of $550,000. So now we see our winning bids on 1 and 3. Winning bids on 2, 4, and 5. That combination for a total of $1,342,500. Anybody want to bid on all 5 tracks? All we've got to do is beat that number. It'll give you $1,350,000 on all 5 tracks. $1,350,000. $1,350,000. $1,350,000. $1,350,000. That's for all 5 tracks together. $1,350,000. Kylie, I've got $1,350,000 on all 5 tracks. All 5 tracks, $1,350,000. Now we see here, our winning combination is on all 5 tracks.
Did you get your bidder number?
200 is the bidder number on all 5 tracks. All 5 tracks, 1,350,000.
What would it take on 2 and 3?
Let's try to all 5. Anybody else on all 5? 1,350,000. Do 1,375,000. 1,375,000. $25,000 increment, Kylie. 1,375,000 on all 5 tracks. Anybody have 1,375,000? 1,375,000 on all 5. 1,375,000. I've got 1,335,000. 1,350,000. I said 1,375,000. Yes, sir.
1 and 2.
Combination of 1 and 2, Katie. Combination of 1 and 2,
350,000.
which are these 2 tracks, would be
Is that an online,
350,000.
is that an online bid?
We do have an online bid on tracks 1 and 3 of 587.5. Try it again on 1 and 2.
Okay.
1 and 2. We're now at 1,375,000. 1.4 million. 1,400,000 on all 5 tracks. 1 million. Kylie, I've got 1,400,000 on all 5 tracks. I've got 1,400,000 on all 5 tracks. There's entered. Now, tracks 1 and 2, Miss Katie,
1 and 2 would be 400,000.
$400,000 on tracks 1 and 2. We can take this on individual tracks. Individual tracks. We scroll down on the side. Individual tracks on track 1, you can see it on your side, Miss Katie, on track 1. Just track 1 by itself.
262.5.
262.5 just on track 1. 262.5 on track 1. 262,500, maybe 270 on just track 1. Just track 1, 270,000. 270 on track 1. I got 270,000 on track 1, Kylie. Track 1, 270,000. Track 1 is 270,000. 270,000 on track 1. 270,000 on track 1. Now we see the combinations that are currently winning. Tracks 2, 3, 4, and 5 are currently with bidder number 200. And your bidder number, sir? 222, Kylie. On track 1, 222. It's currently at 1,432,500. You get 1,450,000. 1,450,000 on all 5. I've got $1,450,000. 1,450,000 and bidder number 200. Bidder 200 on all 5 tracks. Katie, you want to look at 1 and 2, sir? Combination of 1 and 2. I've got an online bid of 1 and 3 at $687,500. So tracks 1 and 3 are currently in combination at $687,500 with 2, 4, and 5 with bidder number 200. Would you give me $1,500,000 on all 5 tracks? I've got, Kylie, I've got $1,500,000 on all 5 tracks. The bidder number 200. $1,500,000. $1,500,000 on all 5 tracks. Any combination, that's bidder number 200. Bidder number 200. Any combination you want to look at. We're currently at $1,500,000 on all 5 tracks. Yes, track 5, to break up track 5 individually.
400,000 on track 5.
400,000 on track 5. 400,000 on track 5 alone. 400,000. 400,000 on track 5. 400,000. Track 5 alone, 400,000.
400.
I've got 400,000 on the floor. Do they have a bidder number? Ms. Rose has a bidder number yet? 400,000. Thank you, now. On track 5. 207. I'm gonna have to write that down because they're probably not entered into the system. So, Lori will enter them in. Lori, you might need to add them as a bidder on the software. We've got track number 5, 400,000. 400,000 on track 5 alone. You're gonna be $1,550,000 on all 5 tracks. $1,550,000, Kylie, on all 5 tracks. I've got the bid, Kylie, at $1,550,000 on all 5 tracks. $1,550,000. To bidder number 200. Bidder number 200. You want back in on track 5? We want back in on track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Take 25,000.
On the track number, which one?
5.
Track 5, Katie,
Track 5 would be 450,000.
450,000 on track 5. 450,000. Now, we don't have to bite up all that big chew all at once. 450,000 to break it up on track 5 alone. We can do it in a smaller dollar amount. We don't have to do it all at once. Currently, folks, we are winning at $1,550,000 with an average price per acre of $2,425.67. You want to look at any individual track? Katie, on track 1 alone. Track 1 alone. Track 1 alone would be
362.5.
362.5 on just track 1 alone, would break it up. On track 1, 362,500.
Tyler?
Yes,
I have a bid on track 5 for 425,000.
425,000 on track 5 alone, Kylie. Just 425,000. 425,000. This will make it easier on track 1 alone. So track 5, 425,000 to bidder number 207. 207. That makes sense, Tyler? We've got that entered. Now, Katie,
Yes,
on track 1 alone.
okay.
Now takes
1 alone would, oh, shoot. Sorry.
337.5.
Thank you.
337.5. On track 1, 337.5. It takes the bid. 337.5. On track 1, 337.5. Hit it at 337.5. Right here at 337.5, just on track 1. Track 1, we are still winning. Gentleman here, bidder number 200 is still leading at $1,550,000 until you bid on track 1 for 337.5. 337.5. 337.5 on track 1. We can parlay that into track 1 and 2. Track 1 and 2 and 3. Anybody else want any combination? We're back on any individual bid. Bidder number 200 is currently winning on all 5 tracks at $1,550,000. So 337.5. 340. 337.5. 337.5 on track 1. You wanna do it? Track 1, Kylie, $337,500. Track 1 to bidder number 221. 222, excuse me, 222. 337.5. Now puts track 1 at 222, 2, 3, and 4 to bidder 200. And track 5 in the back at 425,000. Any combination, 1 million, all 5 tracks should be 1.6 million. Is that correct?
Yes.
On all 5 tracks, 1.6. 1,600,000. 1,600,000 on all 5 tracks. 1,600,000. 1,600,000 and take 56 and 6. I got 1,600,000 on all 5 tracks. 1,600,000 on all 5 tracks to bidder number 200. Bidder number 200. Now, tracks, if you're interested in track 5, if we're interested in track 1, these smaller dollar amounts together working can break up the total and get you back into track 1 or track 5, or if anybody has any combination they're interested in. Raise your hand, just raise your hand if you do. Any combination to break that up. Track 1 by itself,
387.5.
we're currently on track 1 at 337.5. You want to raise your bid from 425? 430, Kylie, 435,000 on track 5. 435,000 on track 5. That bid alone won't break up the 1.6 million, but it'll, let's see where we get to. Kylie, 435,000 on track 5.
It's saying you have to bid at least 450.
435. 435,000 on track 5 alone.
It's an invalid bid.
Track 5 needs to be 475.
We should be able to do them individually on tracks 1 We're currently at 337.5 on tract 1 and 425 on tract 5. 425 on tract 5. Change your bidder increment, Kylie, maybe your bid down to $1,000 increments, see if that'll change that, so that we can bid a little bit more, 435. We're currently at 1,600,000. 1,600,000.
You can type it in on your computer and enter that bid, because we can take it online through yours, Katie. You just enter in
On tract 5, 435,000 just on tract 5. 435 on tract 5. 435,000 on tract 5. Go ahead and enter that bid in online. 435,000. We see here. Here we see it. 435,000 is on tract 5. This is your bid. 435,000 on tract 5. Entered in online. Now, Katie, tract 1. What will it take on tract 1? We're currently on 337.5 on tract 1. It would take
353.5.
353.5. 353.5 to break that up. Currently, folks, in aggregate, all 5 tracts at $1,600,000. $1,600,000 on total. You want to raise your bid from 435? Say that number on tract 1 again, I'm sorry.
353.5.
353.5. We're currently at 337.5. 350. But you could take 350 for tract 1 alone. 340,000 on tract 1 alone. 340,000. Folks, I hope you realize this is an absolute auction. When I say the word, we're done. I hate for you to miss out on opportunity. That sounds like what an auctioneer would say, but that's not what I really kind of mean.
That is the wells.
All 5 tracts here available are currently under 1 bid. Now's your opportunity to buy an individual tract in Kingman County. We talked about Unit 15 deer hunting property, ponds, fences, wells, all available. Currently, you're at $337,500 on tract 1. We can raise that bid to 340, 340,000. Tract 4 alone. Tract 4 alone is currently at 300,000. Tract 4 alone.
316.
316,000 on tract 4 alone. 316,000. Kylie, I've got a bid of 316,000 on tract 4. 316,000 on tract 4. That's bidder number 222. 222 is now, you've got 1 and 4 together in combination. We've got 1,601,000. Would you get 1,625,000? I've got Kylie on all 5, $1,625,000. 1,625,000.
So that raised the total bid 24,000, individual tract,
$5,000.
any combination of 24.
Actually, 25.
24,000.
25.
Take that out.
All right, 1,625,000 on any individual tract. Any individual tract. You want to go again on tract 5? Any individual bid on tract 5? Tract 5? What would it take on tract 5 alone?
465.
465 on tract 5. 465,000 on tract 5. 465,000. Go back in on tract 1 or tract 4? Tract 1 or tract 4? Anybody else? Sir, you want back in on tract 4? Tract 4? Tract 4 by itself is 341.5, correct? Tract 4, 341.5. 341.5. You want back in at 341.5? $341,500. To break that back up, sir, 341,500. 341.5. 341.5. On tract 5, again, would be
460,500.
by itself.
Yes.
By itself. 460-some-thousand. You want to raise your bid to 450? From 435 to 450,000. How about 450,000? Currently, we're right here at 1,625,000. 450, 450,000, 450, 450, 450. Anybody else? Track 1, track 4, one back in on track 4, sir. Track 4. By itself, again, Katie, track 4.
Sorry, I'm texting, I'm quiet.
Track 4 is currently at 316,000, less than $2,000 an acre.
341.5.
341.5 to break it up. How about 320,000? 320,000. Anybody on tracks? Any combination we take here. Track 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Raise your hand if we want any combination to break this up. Currently, folks, we're at 1,625,000. 1,625,000. Track 1 again. Track 2. Track 5. Folks, we're gonna take a quick break. Let everybody catch their breath.
Finally get the chicken one.
Catch your breath. If you need to call your banker, call your wife. If you want to talk to me, we'll take a quick break and we'll resume. As I mentioned, this is an absolute